Good afternoon. Thank you. When all the people were coming in here today, I happened to look around and I noticed that when I went to school here at Mankato State College, and I looked around, I was a member of the Phi Delta Theta fraternity. And as I see here today, we've got 4 other Phi Delts in attendance here today. When we were in college, we were the movers and the shakers on this campus for Phi Delta Theta. I just want to point out a few: Kurt Premble, Jason Beal, Larry Wild, and Matthew Malone. And we were all members of Phi Delta Theta here at Mankato State University. I'm going to take you back just a little bit. June 4th, June 2014, was the beginning of the Business on Belgrade Association. I want to thank my lovely wife, Karen Malone, Whitlock, and my 2 sons, Miles and Matthew Malone, for putting up with my absence from the family as the Business on Belgrade Association project developed. I want to send a special thanks to Sean Angie, who can't be with us today. He's the owner of the Spinner's Bar and Grill in beautiful Lower North Mankato, for his undivided support for my vision of Belgrade Avenue. Sean came to me in 2010 and said, "What can I do to help you? You're carrying the whole load." From that day on, Sean has been my right-hand person in the day-to-day operations of the Business on Belgrade Association. Sean is the dot of the I and the cross to the T's. I want to thank the business owners on Belgrade Avenue. Without their acceptance of this idea, this would not have gotten off the ground. The City of North Mankato, starting with then City Administrator Wendell Sandy, and continuing with today's City Administrator John Herenstein, Mayor Mark Dean, Michael Fisher, City Planner, Brad Swanson, the Public Works Director, and the members of the City Council of North Mankato, who have challenged me in many ways to make beautiful Lower North Mankato an even greater place to live. The Business on Belgrade's nickname is Bob. Large B, small O, capital B. Because we like alliteration, the names of the events parallel Bob, thus Booking on Belgrade, a nearly 5K family fun run, Blues on Belgrade concert, Beer on Belgrade, it's our rendition of old Germany's Oktoberfest, Bells on Belgrade in December, and new for this year was the Frozen Fun Days at Spring Lake Park in beautiful Lower North Mankato, in conjunction with the Anthony Ford Pond Hockey Classic. Bob puts on 5 family-friendly events a year, which are produced by volunteers. I want to thank the Greater Mankato Growth and especially the City Center Partnership for this prestigious award of Volunteer of the Year 2015. The word volunteer, to perform without expectation of monetary reward, to give of oneself, whether it be to prosper someone or something, or to give to the future. The greatest form of volunteerism that I've ever witnessed in my life happened during May of 2005, when our oldest son, Clayton Price Malone, had been diagnosed with cancer in 2002. He had reached the end of his battle. The doctors told us to take him home, make him comfortable as we possibly could. All the chemotherapy had failed, and there was no other proven treatment that could be tried. But there was an experimental drug, if Clay would allow, they could try that alternative form of treatment. Clay agreed to the experimental treatments. Karen and I asked Clay, "Are you sure you want to do this?" Clay responded, "This disease is going to kill me anyway. But if there is an experiment that finds, if this experiment finds someone that may save someone else's life someday, then it will all have been worth it." Clay passed away peacefully, surrounded by us, his family on November 22nd of 2005 at the age of 19. So when I hear the word volunteer, Clayton Price Malone is my bar for volunteerism. Thank you. Well, I tell you, it was one of the highlights of my life to win this award from the City Center Partnership. It was something that I did not expect. And as I said, volunteers should never, ever expect to get a reward for their input. But their input gives the basis of what the whole thing is about, the whole City Center Partnership, the Greater Mankato growth. If we don't have volunteers, we don't have anything. The event today, last year was the first time I was at this event, and I'm just amazed with the input from the cities, from the people that have businesses in this town, and the input that they put into this thing to make this community just a growing enterprise down here. There's people around the state that are looking at us in envy. What's your secret? And it's all in the volunteers.